We're back on trail. We got a shuttle ride to Sonora Pass, which is where the trail continues. As part of our $50 dorm room special for PCT hikers. And got some great views already. We're just hiking about 8 miles or so to get to a campsite. So we've got a big climb. I don't know if you can see up there, the trail crosses. It goes all the way up there. And so we have a lot of climbing.
So we're back on trail, as Renee said, out of Sonora Pass. We're at 9,600 feet at where we got dropped off, and now we're going up to 10,500, 10,600. So we have 1,500 feet. But the area is beautiful. If you can look over my shoulder, these mountains way over there to the northeast, we never saw them. And this is the area in general. I'll pivot around a bit. It's just really, oh, there's Renee. It's just really quite stunning. So we will catch base with you. We think we're gonna do 10, or we've committed ourselves to do 10 since we don't have enough water not to do 10. So it's going to be a late night, we figure. We probably be hiking with our headlight lamps, maybe at the very tail end. We had a few other hikers with us. Now we're doing a little bit of a convoy to the 10-mile water thing. They're younger than us by 30 years, so hopefully we can hang on to them.
Come over another pass, get some beautiful lakes down here. Oh, this is just stunning. I can't even believe it. Got the moon up there, you can see right there.
So we're heading towards over there.
Yeah, we're heading towards those kind of granity white colored mountains. It's not snow, but yeah, this is beautiful. We're hiking with some great people who we're having some great conversation with. And gonna head down to camp somewhere. It's about 7:30, made it to camp, did about 10 miles today. We're right by a stream, which is nice, and we're gonna eat over here by this nice little log and have our taco dinner. We got nice surroundings. It's a beautiful spot, no wind, it's warm. Kennedy Creek is where we're at.
You're looking at Kennedy Canyon Creek. The fall colors. It is just a few minutes before 8 o'clock. We are on the path going towards Dorothy Pass, one of the first of many passes that we'll be going over in this section of the Sierra. And we are looking forward to a wonderful day of going down this drainage, going by a section of lakes before we'd have to do some serious climbing towards the end. Which is to the front of us someplace.
We are just discussing the haze that we're kind of looking at. We kind of woke up this morning to a little slight smell of smoke in the air, and we know that there's a fire towards Yosemite Kings Canyon area, and so you can kind of see the haze, which makes the mountains a little less defined, but beautiful nonetheless. We've kind of been walking through the woods and boulder fields this morning, lots of granite. So we're keep on chugging along, and shortly had our snack.
Still a lake you just took a picture of.
Another lake. We've passed a couple now, but this one definitely has had the best view. We're working our way towards the pass over there, Dorothy Lakes Pass. So trail is rocky and step-uppy again. So, and real twisty turny. Sometimes it's even hard to figure out where the trail goes because there's so many rocks, but you can see all the boulders and the rocky surface. Gorgeous.
So we're now entering the Yosemite Wilderness. This is Dorothy Lake's Pass. And as we go by, we start to see Dorothy Lake and the basin into the Yosemite. It's going to be a very exciting day for us. Walking down by the end of Dorothy Lake. Beautiful spot. Nice place to reflect. I tried to ask Renee to stop and go for a swim, but it's all about miles.
Oh.
So maybe the next lake. We spent the last couple miles making our way down Jack Main Canyon. And this is the direction we're heading. The rock and the granite is just beautiful.
We are on our last mile and a half to get to 23 and our campsite, actually almost 24. We just did a really, really steep climb, which is hard to do at the end of the day, but as usual, as most of the time, we were rewarded with wonderful views. And we get to go down to our campsite, which, you know, sometimes is harder than we want it to be at the end of the day, especially if it's rocky. But so worth it.
We're about a mile from our campsite down into this canyon where we hope there's some water. We're definitely walking on granite, going downhill. It's been a challenging last couple miles. So it was just up and then it was just down. And up and down at the end of the day always seems a little bit harder than at the start of the day.
Made it to camp about 6:30. And it's, well, much later now, but we washed up. There's a little creek here. And our tent is over there. Pierre's hobbling over there. I had a rough day. He did not have such a rough day, but we had a really tough climb and descent at the end. And just not a lot of great views and stuff. It was largely undulating and flat or slightly downhill, and that can be hard on joints and stuff. So, but this is a nice area. We're gonna enjoy our dinner of mashed potatoes and epic meat bites and broccoli, and have dessert and go to bed. Morning. It is Monday morning and we are breaking down camp. We got up at almost our usual time, and it's really almost dark when we get up. We actually have to use our headlamps. The light is just starting to peek in. We are in the woods, so that does make a difference, but packing up and gonna have some breakfast and take off for the day.
We are on the road for about half hour now. We just had a lovely 1,000-foot climb, steep, but you know, I guess that's what we signed up for. But we are making our way down the trail. I think we're gonna just try to do 20 miles today because the terrain's pretty tough, and that's really all we need to do to keep on course to get to Mammoth without running out of food. Here's what we're going through. we'll be going down into that valley below and then back up the other side. But it's a beautiful morning. There doesn't seem to be any smoke in the air. The sun's coming up and life is wonderful. Walking by Smurberg Lake, and we're gonna be going over Benson Pass, which is over that way. But this has been a wonderful climb, hard. We were blessed with some cloud cover to make it a little bit less hot than normal. There's the clouds up above. There's the lake to the right. It's been a nice day so far. We've probably got another 6 miles or so today to where we're planning to stop for the end of the day.
We finally made it to the top of our climb. It was very long and steep. But once again, you know, you just gotta take it all in and enjoy the beauty, as tired as you are. We're headed down about 4 miles to get to our campsite. Hopefully it's, you know, easy downhill. But please enjoy this with me. Little fawn and mom.
This is where we're camping tonight. I'll zoom out a little bit. There's looking up the valley. Some low clouds, which we had a bit of clouds today. And then if you look into here, I'll go back to regular zoom now. You can see our tent site. This is the direction we came from. And then we're gonna cross the river over here and make our way up this climb tomorrow morning and then over up into this direction up here.
It is about 7:30 and we made it to camp and set up, cleaned up, just had our dinner of macaroni and cheese. We're in Matterhorn Canyon, so we're way down low and we've got these massive cliffs all around us. And there's a stream or a creek running along there and a stream on this side. And there's our dinner mess. And our tent is way over there. We are gonna have some dessert and go to bed.
You're looking down on Matterhorn Creek. We're making our way up to Miller Lake and Tuolumne Meadows. This way over there is where we came down last night. Looking to the west is blue sky. So I'm not too sure where the smoke went, but I'm okay that it went away. And then this is the direction we're going up. We've got about a mile, maybe 2 miles to Miller Lake. And we may actually stop and have some Miller time. But this is the path. This is the morning. And we're going to take you on our journey today.
We are just coming up on Miller Lake. You can almost barely see it because of the reflections. This looks like forest, but it's so calm. We'll get up closer here so you can see it's a beautiful setting. We walk alongside the lake for a bit.
Well, remember yesterday we were in the valley and we told you about the fire? Well, there it is there. We've obviously gone around it. Now we're upwind of it. But it's up in the highlands of the park. Apparently it was a lightning strike. And what we were heard was they're just letting it burn itself out. It's part of the natural process.
So we're about to have lunch. We've traveled a ways for this. This is the Tuolumne waterfall?
Yeah.
Yeah. About 5, almost 6 miles away from Tuolumne Meadows, which is where we're going to stop for the night. Way more far. This is a beautiful site. We're going to have some lunch and enjoy. We are on our way to Tuolumne Meadows and getting some stunning views. All that granite. It's just amazing. We are following the Tuolumne River. And I don't know, we maybe have like 3 miles left, maybe a little less. And we'll enjoy some fizzy water.
Wow.
We are at Soda Springs, and apparently this water is carbonated, naturally carbonated. You can see a little bubble coming up there. Springs come up. They encourage you not to drink just because so many people visit, but you can see here.
Oh, I think from there you can.
All these bubbles.
Let me try.
Kind of cool. And we're getting really close to Tuolumne Meadows. We're going to spend the night there in their campground and hopefully have some treats at the store.
Here's our camp spot for tonight. 24 miles of hiking, and there we are, and you can see the moon rising up over the mountain to our front. It's a beautiful day. It was a bit long day, but I think that's normal for our existence. But here we are. There's our tent site, and we'll be going over here to eat and enjoy the last little bit of sunlight. Basically, we're all packed up. This is our breakfast spot this morning down by the river. It's a little bit cool, partly because we're by the river, a little more moisture. Renee's getting ready to have our second cup of coffee before we hit the trail. And then we're going up and over Donahue Pass today, which will be our first 11,000 foot pass, and then makes us officially, I think, into the High Sierra.
We're working our way up the valley, coming to Donahue, well, where we're gonna go up and over Donahue Pass. which, I don't know, where do you think it is, honey?
I think it's over to the left.
Yeah, so we have about a little over 2,000 feet of climbing. So you can see there's a little bit of snow up there at the very top. Lots of granite. Beautiful valley that we're in. Been climbing up very slowly over the morning.
We're making our way to the top of Tuolumne Pass. The trail will probably go through this rock pile of rocks up here and make it up and up and up and over. Just a little bit of a video of what we're about to climb up over.
Getting closer, as you can see. We saw that from far away before. Coming around the corner, you can see the pass that we're going to be going over shortly. Across the river there, that little dip between the mountains. A moment ago I could see some people coming down, but
yeah, they're right over there.
Oh yeah, now I see them. I don't know if I can zoom in. Yeah, I think you can see people right there. And so we'll catch you at the top. It's going to be beautiful views. Sonora Pass. Second pass of the day. Which pass is this, Pierre?
Island Lakes.
Island Lakes Pass. And it's kind of a long midway. Hopefully we'll be going down the other side soon.
This is the Hanging Glacier.
Yeah, Hanging Glacier. And a few little ponds here and there. We're having fun. This is tough.
So 1,000 Islands Lake to the front. And up above, that's Banner Peak with a couple hanging glaciers. We're going around Thousand Island Lake. We'll be breaking off of the JMT for a little bit and doing a little section of PCT before we join back up. It's been a beautiful day. The clouds are coming in, which makes it a little bit cooler, which is okay. Towards the end of the day, we'll see if we get rained on or not. There's another view of another lake down below. It's getting on towards the end of the day. Some bad weather's come in. We've been being chased by some thunderstorms, lightning, but it's always been far away from us. But we have 3 miles left and we're heading in the direction of, it looks like, prettier skies. So maybe the weather's going to pass us in the next hour or so. But it's been a beautiful day overall. Some epic views. And there's looking back at the dark, foreboding skies.
We finally made it to our campsite. It is late-ish. And we had a really interesting afternoon. Rain, thunderstorm, cold, wind. We did 22 miles today, and this was our intended campsite. Just cleaned up a little bit. Obviously it is cleared up, and it did so before we actually had to set up camp, which is great. We have a wonderful campsite with the extremely epic view. as you can see in the distance. The alpenglow on the mountains there. Really quite beautiful. It's our last night before we go into Mammoth. And we have about 10 miles, 11 miles to do tomorrow. So it'll be nice. Hopefully have a nice leisurely morning. Catch you then.
Good blue sky morning. So those mountains we were looking at yesterday, you can still see the hanging glaciers. And they were all basically covered in cloud and dark skies. But not this morning. We got a blue sky day. We're making our way to Mammoth Lakes. We have 10 or 13 miles, depending on where we can get the shuttle. And we will go by Devil's Postpile today.
Taking a 00.
We'll be taking a 00 in Mammoth, resting up, caloring up. So that should be fun. And last night, the weather did not come in on us. We had a beautiful full moon, so it was like the lights were on most of the night. And then woke up to a wonderful day. So we were talking today about what we were going to eat. Sweet potato fries is definitely on the list, and a few other yummy
Salad.
high calorie snacks. And then Renee's going to have a salad covered in olive oil. There you go, deep fried salad. Okay, we'll touch base with you as we move down the trail.
Just wanted to do a little video quick, just looking at the colors in this little meadow here. Just screams fall, I think. So very cool.
So you're looking at a national monument known as Devil's Postpile. And they're basalt rock, they're hexagonal in shape, and they're a result of volcanic action, and they really make a really cool geometric shapes. People come from around the United States to check them out, and we just happen to be walking by them.
We are approaching Red's Meadow Resort. Stop in quick, potentially get a ride, maybe, if we're lucky, into Mammoth Lakes. But we're gonna stop at the general store and get something to drink. It's a hot day.